What's going on YouTube? My name is NevinTheBarber, and in today's YouTube video we're going to be covering a 360 waves high skin taper haircut. So to get right into this video today, I'll be using my number 4 guard just to knock down all of his waves at an even length. Whenever you guys cut waves, it's very important that you cut them with the grain of the hair. Otherwise you will be cutting a gash or cutting their hair much more short when you're going against the grain of the hair. So just be aware that to lay the hair completely flat, it's better to cut it with the grain. So now that we have all of his hair laid down at a nice even length, we can get straight into the taper. So I'll begin on the right side using my gamma trimmers to put in my first bald line. And whenever you guys put in your bald line for a high taper, you want to make sure to find the point of reference, which is where the hook starts at in their hairline. And just be sure to create a nice clean arch, creating your first bald line. And after you guys have the foundation, I always like to go back and create my arch behind the ear. When you guys do this, it's very important that you keep it as natural as possible, just so the taper and the haircut can last longer as well. You guys can see I'm just using the corner of my edges to create these lines. I do have them zero gapped. So now that we have our first initial bald line set, we can get straight into fading it out and creating our high taper. So I will bald it out all the way to the skin using my gamma shaver. Now that we have that done, we'll begin fading it out. I'll begin using my gamma ergos with the lever all the way open. This is going to be cutting the hair at a 0.5 length. And with this first guideline, I brought it up about an inch high. And it's very important that you guys keep it nice and symmetrical right above that bald line that you just created. And to blend out that first line, I'll just begin doing some lever play, closing my lever and shortening my cutting stroke as I do that. And I'm just using the very corner of my blade to blend out that line. I never really use the full blade because it's a lot easier to disperse out that line when you're using the corners. So now with my lever all the way closed, I'm just flicking out that bottom skin line. And that line is pretty much already faded away. So we will now get into our next guideline with the number 1 guard all the way open. And with this next guideline, again, we'll bring it up about an inch above our previous section. And with these guidelines, you guys want to make sure that you keep them clean and symmetrical as you can, because this is going to determine how clean and blurry your fade comes out. And to knock out that guideline, I went ahead and used my half guard with the lever all the way open. So this is cutting the hair down to a number 1 length. And I'm just using the corner, flicking up to the top of that guideline. And you guys can see that it's slowly dispersing away. Again, doing the same steps, closing the lever and shortening my cutting stroke. And now I have my 1.5 guard cutting the hair with the grain. And now same thing with the number 2 guard, cutting the hair with the grain so we can blend his waves into the taper. And you guys can see that little by little the blend is starting to come together. It's always important that you first cut the hair with the grain and then go against it. So now I'm using my 1.5 guard just to blend out my taper into the bulk. And now that we have that done, I'll begin carving my arch behind his ear. And like I said earlier, you guys want to keep this as natural as you can, because 1, nobody likes a pushed back hairline, and 2, it'll make your haircut last longer the more natural that you keep that line. And we're going to repeat the same steps on the left side, creating our first bald line at that point of reference. And whenever you guys put in this bald line, it's very important that you don't go above your client's earlobe. Otherwise, your taper will look too high after you blend it out. So always be sure to start at the point of reference and drop it right beneath where your client's earlobe is at. And same thing, after I put that first bald line in, I'll go ahead and create that arch behind my client's ear. And I do have my edges zero gapped. I highly recommend the gamma edges that I'm using. If you guys would like to save some money and get a discount on them, feel free to use my code NevinTheBarber. Same thing with the gamma shaver. If you guys want to get a discount on it, you guys can use my discount code on their website. With my gamma ergos, I'll be using my lever all the way open to create the next guideline. Taking this up about an inch above my skin line. And to blend out that first guideline, we'll just begin doing some lever play. Closing that lever and shortening the cutting stroke to knock out that line. And little by little, you guys can see it starting to disperse away. Some people like to start from the bottom going to the top, but I like to start from the top of the guideline going to the bottom. So whatever is easier for you. Now that we have that line blended out, we can get straight into our number 1 guard all the way open. So this is going to be cutting the hair at a 1.5 length, right above our 0.5 guideline. Again, bringing this up about an inch. Like I said earlier, whenever you guys put your guidelines in, you want to make sure that they're nice and symmetrical. And now with my number 2 guard all the way closed, we will go up about another inch just to take out some of that bulk. And now we're going with the grain. So now that we have our 2 guard guideline put in, we can take it out with our 1.5 guard. So I'm just using the corner of my blade just to disperse out that line, which you can barely see. Going with the lever all the way open and then closing it, shortening my cutting stroke. Now I have my half guard with the lever all the way open. So this is cutting the hair at a short number 1 guard length. And this is really what's going to bring our taper together, blending out that last bottom line. And then we'll just go back and detail out that top line, taking out those last areas of darkness. And whenever doing this, you guys really just gotta let the clipper do the work. You don't gotta dig the clipper into the scalp or anything like that. Just make sure to flick and keep a nice consistent cutting stroke. And now that we have that bottom line blended out, we can just finish off by blending that last line in the top, finishing off the taper into the bulk of the hair. So again, like I said, whenever cutting waves, it's very important to go with and against the grain of the hair, just to ensure that when the hair is combed all the way down, that it blends nice and evenly. And now to start off with the back, we'll create a nice straight line, ensuring that his neckline is nice and even before we get into the taper. So with my ergos, I'm gonna go up about an inch with my lever all the way open. This is cutting the hair at a 0.5 length. So now we have our 3 sections, our skin, our 0.5, and the bulk of the hair. So we'll first begin by doing some lever play. Closing our lever, flicking out that bottom line that we just created. And it's very important to not pass that first guideline whenever you start to close the lever. Otherwise, this is going to defeat the purpose of us going lever open. So you guys can see that that line is slowly starting to fade away. And now with the lever all the way closed, we'll just flick out that bottom line. Whenever you have your clippers zero gapped, this makes the job a lot easier. So make sure to zero gap your clippers if you haven't already. And now with my number 1 guard all the way open, I'll begin creating another guideline about an inch higher. And with this guideline right here, this is going to be the foundation line between our taper and the bulk of the hair. So to blend out that line, we'll begin with the half guard all the way open, which is cutting the hair at a short number 1 guard length. And I'm just flicking that clipper up to that guideline, making sure that I don't go past it. First starting with the lever all the way open, and then we'll begin shortening our cutting stroke as we close that lever. And like I said, you guys really just gotta let the clipper do the work. As long as you got a nice consistent system going, you can achieve this method on any style fade. Now that we have our skin blended into our 0.5 and our 0.5 blended into our 1.5, we can get into blending into the bulk of the hair. So I'll begin with my number 2 guard all the way closed. Just flicking up right underneath his occipital bone. And as always, I'm going to come back and go with the grain of those waves, just so that they're blended and laid down nice and evenly to his scalp. And with the 1.5 guard, I'm gonna finish off this taper just by blending that taper into the bulk of the hair. And now that we have the sides and the back blended out, we can get straight into the lineup. So with the lineup, I always like to lay the hair down with the number 2 guard closed, just so his lineup can come out nice and crispy and there's no extra flyaways in the way. And I always begin in the middle, creating a nice straight line, natural as you can. Left to right and then right to left, whichever is easier for you. And same thing with the corners. Make sure to keep them natural as you can. In the box, just tap his natural hairline, keeping it at a 90-degree angle. And again, if you guys have your edgers zero gap, this makes the job a lot easier. So make sure to zero gap your clippers and your edgers if you haven't already. And it's very important that whenever lining up a waver, that you go back and brush through their lineup, repeating the same steps and lining them up again, because after they shower and go back, you're gonna see a lot of extra flyaways if you don't do that. So make sure that you guys go back and brush all those extra flyaways and double check their lineup before they leave your chair. And now to get into the razor lineup, I'm just using my razor going up against the grain of my client's hairline. And what this is going to do is make sure that his hairline lasts a lot longer rather than going with the grain of the razor. So just be sure to stretch the skin and look and identify how his hair is coming out of the scalp, and just bring that razor up against the grain of the hair. And me personally, whenever using the razor, I like to do a dry shave just because it comes out a lot crispier. But some people do have really dry skin, so in that case, just apply a little bit of some shaving gel. And as always, I always like to go back and detail my haircuts. So with the 1.5 guard, I'll make sure that my taper is blended into the bulk on all sides. And this is very important, just to make sure that you're giving your client the best cut you can. Not only that, this will increase your chances of retainment. So always be sure to go back and detail your haircut before your client leaves that chair. And if you guys have learned anything in this haircut tutorial so far, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate any feedback you guys leave me. So thank you for all my consistent subscribers. It really means a lot for all the support. And here I'm just using my number 1 guard, detailing using the corner of my clipper to disperse out those last dark areas. And now I'll just be applying some OG Walker Red Alert. This is just some curling mousse, just to give my client that picture perfect look when he leaves my chair. And I do highly recommend this mousse right here for any waivers. You can get it at OG Walker's barberjewels.com. And anytime you cut a waiver, it's always very important that you go back and freehand all those extra flyaways. Here I am using my gamma hitters just to knock down all those extra hairs sticking out. I do highly recommend these hitters. Like I said, if you guys would like to save a discount on them, feel free to use my code NEVIN10 on their website. And you guys can see that his taper is coming together. Everything's looking nice and blurry. Same thing on his back neckline. It's very important that you comb over those hairs and line it up multiple times, just to ensure that it's sharp and crispy as possible. And now with no guard lever all the way open, I'm just detailing out those last little dark areas that I see in the bottom of the taper. And with that being said, that is pretty much it for today's YouTube tutorial. There you guys have it. There is your 360 waves with the high skin taper. Like I said, if you guys learned anything in this video, I appreciate any feedback. With that being said, my name is Nevin the Barber, and I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one.